have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. Today, these two squads square off in a Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders taking on the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Might as well give it to him again.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Battiato. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Comes out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dances away from the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He's got it, and they convert. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Here comes the offense on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Copeland. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
From the gun, the ground game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Dropping back, it's Salter. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Hit the afterburners, kid. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Swings it out to the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown play.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Battiato. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Liberty. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll leave it with him. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there.
Back to throw, it's Battiato. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. On the move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They try to get it outside on the left. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Butler. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense.
All kinds of running room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Looking to pass. It's Salter. Extending the play. He's going to take off. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and long.
Fires to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback just flat and missed him. Incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Looking downfield, it's Battiato. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle but force the punt. That is so well done.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw, it's Fatiato. Got the quick pass. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. Past the 10. They finally get...
What a massive play by the defense, knocking it out. That's a country fumble. There's nobody around it, so you scoop that puppy up and you get downfield. It's a huge return and a momentum-changing play.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak looking to eke out a few yards. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wayne!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Just one of those mistakes, the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Stewart. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This would have been a massive field goal try from 55 yards out. Instead, they'll go for it and try to convert on fourth down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to lift that football in and make the catch.
At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.